Interesting. First trying to read that. You guys ever had moments when you read something? Because you can see that you highlighted shit, but you don't remember that you read this. I do remember reading this part, but I don't remember very detailed specifics. That's redundant. I don't remember specifics. And that was just from my first glance. I have to read it, so hopefully I can remember it. What I meant to say was, I don't remember reading. Like I don't remember. I don't remember when I read it. I think that's the accurate thing. I'm assuming this is a pianist, musician. Did I download that? what this means, for I am nothing if not critical. I remember writing 3 reviews myself. I wrote a piece about a young violinist in order to describe as fully as possible all the wonderful virtues of her playing. All the wonderful virtues of playing. I've caught up a new groove. Particular delight in its evolution. I can't read. Oh my god. Doing this thing every day, at least for an hour, is so difficult, man. Ah, fuck. What am I doing? Am I just? What's the problem that I have? Why is it? Am I just pushing myself too hard? Do I need to get a new chair? Oh my god, this chair is so uncomfortable as hell. Ergonomic, my fucking ass. Like, useless. Oh, I can't read. Alright. I'll just take a quick break. I'm not gonna force myself. Being here right now, sitting on this fucking awful chair, is already it's giving me the pains. So maybe that's also adding on to the fact that I'm not in a good mood. I'm in a terrible mood actually, and I'm having to do something that is actually more difficult when I can just look at my phone. Maybe that's the reason. Yeah. I think I gotta change my chair. The biggest problem that I have right now is the physical um issue. As one commentator actually pointed out that it couldn't be good for my neck. She is actually right. It fucking hurts. My back hurts, my heart area, this area hurts. I don't know why. I'm not sure if it's the posture, but it hurts for some reason. It feels like I have an enlarged heart. It's actually really weird. I don't know why it's like that. Maybe I need to get a different chair. Yeah. So having to deal with physical pain. Now, reading is not easy. So I already have physical pain uh, unconsciously bothering me, and then I have to read something, imagine something. It takes work. It's not anything visual. I think the biggest problem is really smartphones. Jesus. And that's the connection that I came across with, because the smartphones, literally you're on your bed in the most comfortable position. You're on your bed and you're being shown literally pure entertainment. Like there are a lot of this. It's just like it's if the video is not funny, then you have people who are commentating. The commenters are the funny ones. See, and that's what I mean. Social media in itself is so entertaining. It's immensely entertaining. So if the media itself doesn't work, if the videos, the creators, if they fail, then the commenters of the video are funny on their own, which makes up for it. So we have the comfortable position that's supportive, physically supportive, and then you have the easy viewing, no effort required, mentally stimulating visual stuff. And the connection that I'm trying to make is once you realize that there's an easier way to connect, easier way to kind of look at things, your mind doesn't really want to work as hard as it should when it's been ignorant of it. Does that make sense? Like let's say there are two ways of doing things. Method A gives you it can give you entertainment. Obviously, it's a different thing. But you can get some sort of satisfaction from it. But method B gives you the level of satisfaction that you get from method B is higher. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's easier, and it takes less time. Essentially, it's less work required, and it's easier and it's faster. And you rarely get frustrated because it's so easy. Reading this gets you frustrated because sometimes you don't know what the hell this author is saying. And what's crazy about reading, in my opinion, is it's never a direct curve. It's an exponential curve where the difficulty of your reading material it skyrockets. We have very easy read. You read it and the sentences make sense, and you can kind of generally make an image of what the hell is going on. You can kind of put the puzzle together in your head. But then you have more complicated stuff written by scholars or written by these veterans, and you don't know what the hell they're saying. It's not like it's not like they're not writing in English if English is your native language. It's not like that, but you can read the words and you can kind of understand what it's saying, but you can't visually imagine what the hell is going on and what the point of this story is, which is to say you have kind of lost sense of interest. That's my general point. You have lost interest in what was going on. And now from here, what I'm trying to say is if you didn't know smartphones and all this YouTube and all this
or back then television, those visually stimulating entertainment outlets existed, you would have taken a seat, and you would have reread and reread, or you would have tried to really understand what this person is saying, aka you would have most likely put in the work to solve out, to figure out what this person was saying to you, this person that you've never met before, who's lived a completely different life from yours. So you put the effort in, but then you know with television, with the majority of visually stimulating entertainment forms, is none of that. Everything's just done for you. You just watch it. Hell, you literally just watch it. They got subtitles ready for you. They got all this funny music for you in the background that tells you what you should be feeling, that unconsciously guides you into this um, sort of mindset that you're supposed to be having when you're watching these videos. Um, yeah, I'm realizing this now, and it's kind of sad because there's that there's that saying. What is it? Once you realize how vast the ocean is, you can never go back to the small pond that you have, that you call home or something. I don't know. As you realize how much more, once you realize something like that exists, you can kind of never go back. Like your mind isn't gonna be the same, is what I'm trying to say. Even I'm not gonna say it's not gonna be impossible to kind of revert back um, to yourself before you've realized something like this existed. So like right now, my attitude was immense frustration in this sense of like, what the heck am I doing wrong? Why does my body hurt so much? Like fucking shit. Oh, God. You know what's funny? Um, so recently on Instagram, I saw a post, well, a reels video, short video, whatever it is, about how this man was making fun of funeral prices, coffins. I didn't know how expensive coffins were. I thought they would be like 1,000 max, like 15 maybe, 2,000. There are coffins that are like easily over 10, like 10 grand. Isn't that crazy? 10 grand. I know what I'm gonna want when I die. Definitely getting cremated. No fucking way. Just cremate me and put me in the rivers. The reason why I even brought this up was one of the comments said that you're getting scammed or you're getting hustled even when you die. Something about that line just hit me hard. I'm like, wow, holy shit. Like, damn. Even in death, we have hierarchy. Even in death, even in passing, we have these people buried in $80,000 funeral, these caskets, and then we have someone who's burned and who's placed um in urn that's like $100, and we're so like predisposed into thinking that there is a social hierarchy between that. Who's to blame, us for thinking that way or the system for making it like that? I don't know. That shit just made me think different things. I'm like, wow, Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe today's just a bad day, guys. I can't fucking read. Shit. Wow. Damn. Damn. This is wow. So I'm reading the Playboy interviews with Ayn Rand, and I'm reading the introduction for it right now. So she left USSR when she was 20 years old. 20. And she published her first novel, We the Living, in 1936. So 10 years in a foreign country using a foreign language to write a novel. 10 years. I mean, it doesn't say if she knew sufficient amount of English. It doesn't say. So yeah, so it says, since her command of English was somewhat less than adequate for writing fiction, she found a job preparing outlines for silent movies as she went about mastering her new language. 10 years, wow. And then it says, so in 1936, she published We the Living, and in 1938 she published Anthem, and then 5 years after that, which I'm assuming is 1943, she published The Fountainhead. Think about that. I mean, I don't know who Ayn Rand is. I don't know her specifically enough to talk about it, but isn't that an amazing thing? You know, and as a speaker of two languages, at a native level, it's fairly difficult to have a command of two languages, and writing is a whole different atmosphere. You know, it's one thing to talk about. Okay, so if I were to really measure my command over two languages, I wouldn't even say like on a native level. If it were to just speak and understand the words on a regular basis, like understand what the hell's on the menu, understand what the law is, understand understand what people are saying as you walk around town. If it's like that, then yeah. But then, when you're writing something, I think that's a totally different area. You're writing for indigenous people. It's a different thing. So that's an amazing feat, in my opinion. And age matters significantly too. She came here when she was 20 years old, not when she was 10, not when she was 13, 15. And I don't know where I read this, but there is a study that says your command over learning a new language sharply declines at the age of, I think, 16 through 18, and after 18 it becomes nearly impossible to learn a new language unless you either developed incredible mimicry when you were young, or you just have a predisposition for learning languages. You just had ever since you were young, because you've been exposed to so many words and the way of speaking. But yeah, I'm that's crazy. Wow. Can you imagine the amount of work that this woman put in? Countless hours of just, I don't know if she got any sleep, to be honest with you. She had a lot of jobs as well. See, things like this kind of motivate me. Things like this kind of recognize, what could be possible if you really lock in and put yourself in there. Actually, I'm gonna do another session very shortly, maybe in 30 minutes or so. This just got me motivated. I think it's difficult for me to read fiction. I think I need to constantly change it around, or maybe I'm just burned out. I don't know. Would you guys say that 2 hours of reading a day is every day is like a lot of is challenging? I don't think so. You go on YouTube for 3 hours every day. People do that, and they have no trouble with that. But anyways, I'm gonna be back maybe in 30 minutes. I do want to read this.